So how long have you been freelance for now?
I think it's 2 years as of next month.
That's gone fast, hasn't it? That's gone really fast.
Yeah, it has. And there's been a lot of investment gone into it. And I think it's important to stress that, we all go freelance because, the idea of going freelance is instead of working 5 days a week, you can maybe work 3 or 4 and have more time to yourself. Realistically, I don't think in that first bit of the first year, especially, you're not going to work 3 or 4 days a week because that's your perfect chance to really get on board and get your name known in terms of who you are and what you do. When I first realised I'm going freelance, I was trying to launch going freelance as a camera operator. I was still doing wedding videography. I'd also just started out the YouTube channel. Then I was on Fiverr with my mate making spreadsheets because we're a bit nerdy, but I was then trying to make stock content. There were other things of passive income that I was trying to get because I'm thinking, well, if I'm doing 6 things, 3 might work out and then therefore I'll be making enough.
I think there's a lot of truth in that though, in being able to diversify your income so that you're a bit safer. I think 6 things spread across that kind of range is like it did, you're not doing all 6 things now.
No, because I've realised it's physically impossible.
Yeah. But I think diversifying it to some extent is a good idea.
Diversifying, yes. Like transferable skills,
yes.
But there was a few things on that list that I was like, they were too far apart, but I was trying to be very good in all 6 of them or 7 or however many there was. So I was buying more equipment to cater for all of that. But then luckily a lot of them did work out in the end, and I've got rid of a few now because I'm thinking, well, I don't need to do this, this and this.
So out of those 6 things, which are you still doing now?
So I'm still doing freelance.
Yeah, that's your main.
That's primary and always will be. This is a new one.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
so out of these 7 things.
The podcast is one that we've wanted to do for ages.
But that's not an income thing.
No, that's not an income thing, but that's something that I want to do as a passion because I enjoy it. I was realising that I was doing my freelancing, which was easy, taking up 4 days a week. Then I'd be doing the weddings, which filming would be one day. Then I've got to try and find time to edit those weddings. Then I need to do all the admin side of both freelancing and weddings. My week's already full there. Filming a YouTube video, depending on what sort, can take the whole day, including the piece to camera, your B-roll, all that stuff, product work, anything like that. Then you've got to edit that. Then you want to keep on top of stock. When I started with Shutterstock and things like that, you don't find time. That soon went because I was like, there's no way. Then I need a life. And I realised I wasn't having one. And in my head, I was like, well, I'm just going to use this time. I'm going to have a period of time where I just put everything into my career, which is good to an extent, but don't completely ignore your own work-life balance and your own things that you want to do in your own time, because then you're too tired to do anything in your own time. Yeah,
because that's a tricky one, especially when you're starting out. You just think, I'll take all the money I can get because you need to build up that buffer, you need to invest. And so, you definitely like kind of overworked at points.
Yeah. Oh, God, yeah. And that's why I've not done any of the passion projects with the films.
Yeah.
Because I don't know, I can't find an hour, because then if I did have an hour, I'm fucked. I'm tired. And I'm like, there's always especially with, and I don't want to downplay weddings at all, because I've loved doing them and all that. With weddings, you've always got the backlog, because you've always got the edits after the day of the wedding. So then whenever I've got free time, for the last however many years I've been doing them, whenever I've got a few hours free, even in an evening after a full day of work, in my head I go, if I get through a bit of a wedding, that'll help me, that'll ease my mind a bit, and I can think, right, well, I've got a bit more done. It doesn't, because you've always got more. Unless you clear that to-do list, then you can fully relax. Even just doing 3 hours when you've got 50 hours remaining on backlog of stuff, it doesn't help at all. And you think it will, but it doesn't.
That's the thing with weddings, isn't it? You're shooting a lot in a short period of time. There's a wedding season.
Yeah.
So you're shooting loads, and then you are backlogged for weeks and weeks and weeks. So someone starting out like me, what advice would you give to make sure I don't overwork myself and neglect the fun or
the reward of freelancing
of life? Yeah, exactly.
Prioritize what you want to do. Work out what you should be doing as well, because like I say, if you've already got equipment stored away, maximize what you've spent on that kit, get your return on investment on that kit, as long as that's what you enjoy. There's a balance, isn't it? Because it's not always the best job day in the world. You're gonna have stuff just to pay the bills if you're having a quiet month or anything like that.
Yeah,
it's sticking to that plan as well, because you can easily say yes to a job that comes in because pound signs or dollar signs for the international audiences. You just think, oh, if I can squeeze that in, then I'll be able to get that lens that I've wanted for ages, or, you know, things like that. When in reality, that can wait till next month.